Alright, we'll get the last piece here. Just planning to finish the Forest of Hope today, and at least the Pikmin numbers are looking better. Get the one final piece that the Snaggarts are holding on to. I start by picking all the leftover red Pikmin from the day before that were right from the very end. Get them all put away. I'll never see you again. Blues. I need 10 blues for the box. I go to get 10 blues, and notice that there's one seed that's still out. 10 to 11. Why are there 11 out? Seed. I pull the rest as reds out of the onion for maximum damage. Yeah, the one without a flower. And then I just head straight to the ledge right on the outside of the Snaggart area. They're just gonna be in the way. Nope, no. Get interrupted by a flint beetle. Okay. Where is the seed anyway? Right over there? What's a bud even? We'll take that. I get that seedling picked that's up to a bud at this point. Okay, now we have 100. Now I just want the reds. What are the blues doing? As long as they don't look any better. And then separate all the Pikmin so I don't throw the blues up there since they're for the box. And I toss all the reds up. Just don't bother with the little path they gave us. Alright, now blues. Where are the blues? Behind the can. There we go. I figure it will be easier than trying to get them all through that area with the water. Then I just travel with the blues all the way up to where the box is, just to get it out of the way. Yeah, there's going to be quite a bit of clearing up later. I make the note that there will be a lot of things to clear up in the future. I'm sure my fog-addled brain won't forget that and let it haunt me later. Let's couple them down, that's fine. Anyway, get the box moved. Run over to where the reds are, triggering the Snaggarts to come up. I call them out, start getting some eating there, and I try to C-stick as best as I can with what's going on, and do a ton of damage to the first one. And then I get the really good up from the ground movement, and I actually just 2-cycle that one. Nope, I heard some flying over the water, that's too bad. Then I start hearing the drowning. It was from the reds that had slipped off the ledge, and I didn't bother uncalling because I didn't realize it at the time. Oh, I 2-cycle the next one as well, dealing a lot of damage. That's another one. I think it was a third. And more reds drowning. How are they getting that far? Seriously. Oh, the beetle, that's why. I finally noticed the drowning reds from the group and wrongly assume it was the beetle they were chasing. No, it was just because I had told them, not realizing that it was still from ones I had called earlier. It's the Geiger counter. Every spaceship needs one of these. But I don't actually know what it's for. Every once in a while it goes wild and it lets out a lot of noise, but I never pay much attention to it, so it doesn't do me much good. I really should read that manual one of these days. That is so horrifying. And I read off the Geiger counter. Is there a third one in here? And then bite the third one that there we go. I knew was there, just wasn't sure what section of the place it was in. I get a really good first time. Get a good second. There you go. And I get a massive beating sound with all the multi-hits. Alright, now we can clear this up. Once that fight's done, I just start grabbing pellets, sticking them around to get as many things as I can. Not very efficiently when I could be, not overloading every single thing so I can actually have extra Pikmin for the rest. And remember too late that the entire path back is completely unsafe for anything. Alright, I need to watch that path. and I have to rush to get all the pellets that I can grab. Oh dear. Thinking that I'll make it in time to step anything. It does not go well for them. As long as they're quick enough. Two of the Bulborbs just eat one after another, over and over. The baby woke up the other one. Stop it! I try to call as many as I can. I try to keep them alive. Yes, yes, I'll be back. What's left? Not a lot. Oh, come on! And I just follow the main trail of them to make sure that the rest of them can make it back. I end up with barely enough on the part to get out, so I just toss more on there and keep following them all the way back. You got launched far. I pick up all the Pikmin that were just sort of tossed around everywhere. Alright, Vengeance Tour time. And note how the small Bulborb was led way away from its home area. That one got led really far. Wow. Follow the part back, have some seeds sprouting, and while I'm picking those, the part gets delivered. Geiger counter. This noisy gauge is always letting off spontaneous clicks and buzzes. It can be kind of annoying. I now recovered 19 of 30 parts. If I can find just 10 more, I should be able to increase my ship's capabilities. After the part arrives, I get as many picked as there are. And then I plan to just get out as many reds as I can and just destroy everything that was back there. And then just feed it all to the reds. Get the blues out of the way, they've done all they needed to. Alright, the last one. Oh, no, he just wasn't called up. Ooh, so many leaves. I get that large group out there and one-shot the first large Bulborb. I toss a couple and I snipe the small one. Sneak into the last one and one-shot another one, calling the other Pikmin so they don't get away on the pellets. Knock down the pellet that was standing still in the way. It's a closer one-shot on that next one there, and then I call the ones so they don't get away again on pellets. I start beating up the next one. It's a one-shot, but the small one nearly gets one there. It makes the sound of eating Pikmin, but not actually die, thankfully. Then I just start stocking up on every piece of food in the area for the reds. I of course did forget the last small group of pellets that were still past the water, but all the Bulborbs are definitely worth the hassle. And then I grab every piece of food that's on this side of the map. The first group walking, make sure to get everything out of that area. Then I start doing the actual individual tosses to make sure that everything gets grabbed. Grab the other large Bulborb, and starting to run low on the Pikmin for moving. So I run back to the base to grab ones that have delivered their pellets and food, so I have a bigger group to collect food with. Okay, we have plenty of reds. I grab the reds that are at the ship already, get a couple flowers, getting some nectar pulled for all the leaves. Go back and get the last large Bulborb of food. And the pellet and the small bulborb as well. Almost missed those. And I just guide everything back to the ship to complete this half of the map. And this half of the day. Yeah, 258. I knocked down the last pellet that's at the ship after watching the food delivery guys finish their job, and then I call all the reds, do the sea stick dance, and I get as many flowers as I can, but it was a much larger group. Pretty good. Okay, now yellows. Then I throw all the reds back into their onion, planning to get the other half of this area with just the yellows, so that way they can catch up, because they're still the lowest on numbers right now. More lovely woodstock sounds. And then the sound of a ton of Pikmin going to the onion. I grab all the yellows, get some nectar ready while waiting on them to get out of the ship. Knock over some pellets, flower up a couple of the ones in this small group there. Go to fight the rest of the map on this side. Okay. At first I just knock down the groups of pellets to have them ready. Not going to take anything back right away. Okay, that was all cleared up earlier. I checked the pathing by the water area, but that was still despawned from the day before, so nothing back there currently. So I get the pellets that I had lying around in this area. Get distracted by another flint beetle that I just don't want to deal with at the moment. Knock down the pellets, and then get into sheer grub territory, and I just start beating them. Of course, losing Pikmin to the as soon as they're grabbed, they will be dying animations. I start making them just carry back everything they have, getting the pellets, getting all the sheer grubs, beating the last one that was visible there. Then I plan to just toss Pikmin onto the little ones, but sheer grubs pop up. The small one wakes up the large one. It's just chaos. We got the invincible attack happening on the sheer grub. They start beating on the bulborb's feet, but they're not doing damage, or at least they're doing very little damage for some reason. So it gets a ton of bites into them. And once it's finally down, I take care of the small one that was hiding behind it. Then I just make them grab everything they can to bring home. And just nearly running out of time on the day, too. So just making sure nothing's left behind. Oh, that's a lot of seeds. I see all the seeds that I need to go pick now. That's a lot of seeds. I run my way back to base, follow them all back there. Pull out more yellows so that no more seeds will get spawned, because I don't want anything left here since I got the last part. Once I get them all picked, I see if there was any more patches of grass. I don't know if there were any more patches of grass left. I've gotten all the ones near the ship. I don't think there are any more. And since it's just so low on time, it's really not worth it trying to look for it. So I just grabbed the ones that are left behind and stuck. There you are. Alright, fine. I paused, checked the numbers. 87? That's not... Get confused on how it displays numbers. Oh, it only tells me the internal numbers. Put all the yellows away just to make everything simpler. And then accidentally do the ship reading. Haven't done this before. I've recovered 19 of 30 ship parts. Just 10 more parts will increase the Dolphin's capabilities. While confirming the ship status, I have taken the opportunity to repair my spacesuit. And heal the suit for the first time. I paused, but then checked the map for one more time. Check the numbers of yellow Pikmin. Yeah, reds are winning, that's fine. And then misunderstand the continue button, because it's right over continue, go to sunset. It's like, hey, continue to... Oh, go to sunset. Whoops. Continue to go to sunset. Nope, that's not what that was saying. Day ends. Thank you all so much for being here. We're still doing pretty good. Parts-wise, at least. "10 days since impact. Hope has begun to well up within me for the Dolphin's repair and my own chances for a reunion with my dear family. Tomorrow I shall go forth with a new attitude and continue my exploration in a different region. I hope that fortune will smile upon me." Yeah, reds are looking good, yellow's got some. That's good. Good. Y'all have a good one.